the identity of the as informant will be adequately protected. We think we're evaluating between the light rain,
Asiwaju of Lagos, the Jagaban of Boguland, the Lion of Bodilon. Hey, this is before the spotlight. Let me tell you everything I'm sure you did not know about Tinubu. Subscribe to this page if you haven't. I hear it hot. Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu was born on the 29th of March in 1952 in Lagos, Nigeria. Though there are rumors that he wasn't born in Lagos, that he's originally from a community in Osun State. His mother, Alaja Abibat, was a trader in the Lagos Island market and later became the Iyaloja of Lagos State. He attended St. John's Primary School, Aroloya, Lagos Island, and then he moved to Children's Home School in Ibadan, Oyo State. Tinubu, his sister, and some of his friends went to meet his mother in Ikenne, Ogun State in 1973. And then while they were walking on the road one day, a sudden shootout occurred. Although Tinubu escaped the shootout narrowly, his friend that was beside him was shot. The guy slumped and died instantly at the spot. That was when his family said it was time for him to leave Nigeria. To raise money for his trip, he sold his Volkswagen car that his uncle gifted him for his birthday. In 1975, with the help of his friend who was based in Chicago, Tinubu traveled to the United States where he went to study at Richard J. Daley College in Chicago, Illinois. While schooling abroad as a young man, because he had several sources of income, he no longer depended on his family in Nigeria for pocket money. So while shuffling between Lagos and Chicago at the time, he had his first child, a girl, and he named her Mujidat Folashade Ajoke Tinubu. A while after the birth of his first child, Bola left RJD College and went to Chicago State University, where he studied and graduated in 1979 with a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting. With his successful academic profile, young Bola contested and won his first election as the president of the accounting department of his institution. In October 1980, he had his second child, mother still undisclosed, and he named him Kazeem Olajide Babajide Tinubu. After a successful career as an accountant, he went on to work with General Telephone and Electronics. While at GTE, he experienced first-hand racism and discrimination, so he resigned and went on to work at Mobil, United Kingdom. In 1983, he returned to Nigeria and joined Mobil Oil Nigeria. He started off as an auditor. In no time, he rose to the position of treasurer. Shortly after his return to Nigeria, Tinubu got into a romantic affair with an air hostess. Her name is Bumi Oshonike. Their relationship lasted for a couple of years, and in 1985 they had a son together. His name is Oluwaseyi Tinubu. As an executive of the company, Tinubu spearheaded the construction of the Mobil Nigeria house. He met Oluremi, a graduate of the University of Ife, through her sister, and they got married in 1987 and have been married till date. So far, they have 3 children together: Zainab, Habibat, and Olayinka. In the early 90s, he was offered the role of the Director of Finance at ExxonMobil, where he still worked at the time. But Tinubu rejected the offer. He said no, he wants to serve Nigeria. That was where his political career started in 1992. He ran for Senate and won, representing the Lagos West constituency in the short-lived Nigerian Third Republic. Tinubu was among the group that mobilized support for the restoration of democracy and recognition of Moshood Abiola as the winner of June 12 election in 1993. After dictator Sani Abacha dissolved the Senate in 1993, Tinubu became an activist campaigning for the return of democracy as a part of the National Democratic Coalition movement. This move forced him into exile in 1994. According to him, he had to dress like an Hausa man and use bike to run away from Nigeria and go to Benin Republic to stay for a while. Tinubu returned after Abacha's 1998 death triggered the beginning of the transition to the Fourth Republic. In April 1999, he stood for the position of Executive Governor of Lagos State on the Alliance for Democracy ticket and was elected. Tinubu, alongside a new Deputy Governor, Femi Pedro, won re-election into office as governor in April 2003. He invested largely in education in the state and returned many schools to their former owners. He initiated the road constructions needed to meet the fast-growing population of the state and tussled with the federal government over whether Lagos State had the right to create new local council development areas to meet the needs of its large population. The controversy led to the federal government seizing the funds that were meant for the local councils. But despite all odds, Tinubu was still able to create 37 local council development areas in the state. His tenure came to an end on the 29th of May 2007. He was succeeded by Babatunde Fashola of the Action Congress of Nigeria political party. Despite being out of office, Tinubu remained an active figure in the affairs of politics in the state and the nation at large. Many people call him the godfather of politics. On Saturday, the 15th of June 2013, his mother, Chief Mogaji, died at the age of 96 in her home at Ikeja. She was later buried at Ikoyi Vaults and Gardens in Lagos State, and on that day, the whole of Lagos was on a standstill to pay their last respect. But before she died, she appointed her granddaughter Folashade Tinubu as her successor. In 2015, Tinubu and other politicians who deflected from other parties joined together to form the All Progressive Party, and they were able to defeat the People's Democratic Party that had been ruling the country for 16 years, and he became the national leader of the party. On the 1st of November 2017, he lost Jide, his first son, after Jide had a cardiac arrest in London, and it was a really sad period for his family. The Nigerian national leader is recognized as the second richest politician in the country. He has an estimated net worth of $4 billion. This wealth is reflected on his high-end fleet of cars, a private jet, and the houses he owns in various parts of the country. On January 10, 2022, he announced his intention to run for the APC nomination for President of Nigeria for the 2023 presidential election. Whether we like it or not, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is simply an outstanding businessman with interest in tax consultancy, hotels, newspaper, television, oil and air transport. Some people consider what he did in Lagos as corruption, but technically, it was a legal, straightforward business proposal from which both parties benefited enormously, chop by chop.
Ẹgbẹ́ kìíní wá, èmi ló kàn.
I'll stop there, but I hope with these few stories of mine, I've been able to give you one or two gists that you did not know about Bola Tinubu, where he was coming from before he hit the spotlight today. This is before the spotlight. Drop a comment, like this video. I really look forward to your subscriptions too. Subscribe.